Charlotte Sports Park in Charlotte County, Florida. Welcome to the Rays Grapefruit League home opener for spring 2020. Tyler Wade's going to lead off at short, followed by Miguel Andujar. Luke Voigt will hit third and play first. Chris Iannetta, the veteran catcher, hits cleanup. Rumbo coming off an 11-6 season the year before. Kevin Cash a little later. That might come up. And a nice pitch right there that drops in for strike three call. And that's the way this one began. Blake Snell, 27, and then the veteran 36-year-old Charlie Morton. Yarbrough underhands this one to first to Ji-Man Choi over there. Lifts it to the right side, short right. Meadows toward the line. He will not get there. That's a fair ball. And holding it first is Voigt. So a couple of back-to-back full counts. Voigt had the bloop single. He'll be off with the pitch to Iannetta. Shot into center, well tagged. Kiermaier, though, is going to have room about 3 big steps from the warning track in center. Iannetta is out of there. We go to the bottom of the first. Austin Meadows will lead off for the Rays, followed by Yandy Diaz and Ji-Man Choi. Then we'll get a look at Jose Martinez, the DH. They'll be facing Jonathan Loaizaga, 2-2 with a .455 last year. As many as versatile as the Rays have. That really helps your depth. Meadows a strikeout victim here to begin the home half of the first. And then, of course, you have the strong arms on that pitching staff to go with a versatile and powerful lineup. This one caught in center field, and Diaz is out number 2. Ground ball will be picked up by Wade on the first base side of second.
Home runs. I'm expecting that he can hit 30 home runs for the Rays this year, but I'm also expecting that the fans will be patient enough with him like they were with me, because I know they're good fans, for him to be able to make the adjustments.
Estrada at the plate, 2 strikes the count, 1 gone, and he is out on strikes. So Castillo, Diego Castillo, who got Gittins looking on a pitch away. Down to first, fair, bobbled by Choi, and that's going to be an error. Ball got away from him. Castillo was over to cover, and an error charged to Ji-Man Choi. That slider. Ground ball. That's going to be fair. By the bag, up the left field line. Florial is going to turn third. He'll score on a double, and New York takes a 1-0 lead. A little mistake giving up the double, and here's ground ball to first, fair off the bat of Malone. This one handled flawlessly this time by Choi. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. Up the middle, there's a base hit into center field, and it is first at bat here. Jose Martinez is way ahead in the count, singles right through the middle. Fan of Ichiro Suzuki. Just the ultimate hitter. There's one deflecting off the glove of Hale into center field. Martinez going to dig for third. First and third on the base hit up the middle by Susugo. Drafted by the Atlanta Braves in 2009. Chop right side. Out at second, safe at first. The run scores, and this game is tied. So Kiermaier makes contact, picks up the run batted in. Suzugo forced at second. And that will be strike 3 called. Battling injuries at 231. Runner goes, and the pitch is chopped through the right side. Estrada was over to cover the bag at second, could not get back in time. Wendell advances to third. Wendell is aboard at first, with Kiermaier advancing to third. And Joey Wendell has himself a base hit. Pitch in on him, and he pops it into short right center. That's got a chance and will fall in front of the right fielder. Kiermaier scores. Wendell goes to third and is still in touch with the bag there with that left hand stretched out. And Zunino gives the Rays the lead, dropping a base hit into shallow right. And this one will skip away from Iannetta, and down the line from third comes Wendell. The Rays have their third run. That will be a wild pitch. Zunino moves to second, and the Rays now lead 3-1. He breaks his bat, sends a fly ball into right. We caught out there for the third out of the inning, but the Rays put a 3 on the board. 3-1 Tampa Bay. You know, that was for sure a definite advantage, the approach the Rays had as Wade is out on strikes.
Ooh, I'm glad he delivered right there. Yeah, last season from beginning to end, and then the way the stretch run, what we had to do. There we go. Well done. Well done. He gets a gold star. You know, this is a guy that just impacts a baseball, especially against left-handed pitchers. Look at that, huh?
Boy, I'll tell you.
On cue, Mr. Kittredge.
Kittredge just made the team.
Yeah.
He strikes out the side.
You get a 5th ticket, and if you win that game, you get a 6th ticket, and so on and so forth. So we're just trying some fun things as well.
Yeah, nice rooting interest. There's a base hit by Yandy Diaz up the right field line. He's going to dig for 2, and he is out at second base.
His ground is the other way, right? Mm-hmm. Mid-season form, maybe his legs weren't under him there. So. It's a bit of a stretch for us, and I saw Aki before. He's in the stadium today. Makes a different sound off his bat, but that's not very helpful.
Yeah, that's a 5-4-3. And the Rays on that double play are out of the third.
Garza years before that. We only got Garza from Delman Young years before that. Perhaps Poche's working on something today. You don't often hear the ball get hit like that. Michael,
yeah, I think there are. I read somewhere where there are 10 different nationalities. Left center field, and that ball is caught out there by Kiermaier, and the runners return to their respective bases. Estrada is out number 1 on a nice running grab.
Long term, he's, you know, obviously just an incredible guy.
Down to short. Damas out at first as Choi kept that foot on the bag. Nice work over there.
Anyway,
to get out of that spot. Rays got all 3 of their runs off David Hale. This pitch thrown into the dirt for ball 4. And the Rays get a base runner. To Chopper. Out at second. Out at first. 4-6-3 on the double play. We're headed into the 5th inning. The Rays leave a man.
Are tremendous, and they recognize the immediate needs and the future needs and how they can coincide. The player development should get a lot of credit for that. Our front office recognizes things, but it's our player development staff that does such a tremendous job.
And Duhar hits this one off the wall. So he'll pull into second with a double. Didn't mean to interrupt you there, but
no. Did he call it a home run? He called it a home run. All right.
I think he did. He called it a home run. He had stopped at second, but the call is a home run, and that's going to give New York its second run of the day.
Anyways, what we were talking about was the player development does a good job of certainly getting guys work in, but testing the limits on what do you keep.
Rays scored all 3 of their runs in the second. And that takes care of Voit and retires New York in the 5th. We go to the home half of the frame. 3-2 Rays.
Late October, like I said, we have the guys to do it. Wouldn't say if I didn't mean it. And, you know, 2020, this is, it just feels special being in the clubhouse.
When he starts last year, combined at the A and AA level, 9-6 with a 214 and ball 4. And then the Rays have a base runner. To high chop. And the toss from second to Burt in time to retire the side. The Rays out leaving a man. They do not score in the fifth. Liner into left center. Cousins over to cut it off. On his way to third is Sawyer. And the Yankees have a no-out threat. Men on the corners. Ground ball sharply off the glove of Fox into left for a base hit. Sawyer scores. And the game is tied. The hot rods of Bowling Green. The chop to short. Fox cannot come up with it. Gittins will score. L'Oreal goes to third. And the Yankees grab the 4-3 lead. Thomas Malone. Runner breaks off first. The pitch is a strike, and the throw is late to second. And the Yankees, with that steal, now have two men in scoring position. 1-1 count to Malone. Ground ball, and that's going to get past Gray. One run is scored. Estrada crosses the plate. Throw to third, not in time. Back to second, not in time. There's Malone. Takes advantage. Picking up the hit, and the run batted in. And advancing to second on a heads-up move. McGuire, the right-hander, is up. Ground ball short. Fox takes the throw to first. Out there. Crossing the plate with another run. Over to third goes Maloney. And a cut and a miss on the breaking ball down and in to retire the side. The Yankees grab the lead. Bottom of inning 6 coming. 6-3 New York on the sideline. Trying to determine the potential length of that. Here's Cousins ripping it toward the corner. All the way back into the right field corner. Extra bases. Smith goes to third. Cousins has a stand-up double. So a hit batter and a double in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the Rays are making some noise of their own. Two big arms potentially right there in the rotation. Moore is out on strikes. 22-year-old infielder. And there's a base hit the other way. Smith will score. Cousins going to head to the plate. The throw headed to the plate offline. Popping away from Sawyer, the catcher. And with that, up to second base goes Fox. And the Rays get 2 of those runs back. It's a 1-run game now, 6-5. Perez under it. Skies it into right. Catchable for out number 3. And we are through 6. The Rays scored 2. They trail by 1. Tricia will chat with Chad Mottola when we come back.
After a year like last year, we're bringing back guys with a lot more experience. So there's going to be a bit of a more build-up with G-Man, with Brandon Lau, with Willie Adames, with all the guys with Yandy that we can use these games to prepare, where in years past they were all fighting for jobs. So
Liner into right. That drops for a base hit. Advancing to second is Burt. 2 men on with 1 away. He lifts it into short left. That's going to drop for a base hit. Burt heads to the plate. He will score from second. Moving to second is DeGlan. And a base hit. Fly ball into left. Cousins is there, and he makes the catch. Runners hold at first and second. And that is strike 3 to retire New York in the 7th. A run scores. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 7-5 New York. And the pitch is down, so a couple walks to open the bottom of the 7th. Chop, third base side, and the quick flip across in time. The runners advance. Second and third now for the Rays with one out in the inning. Chops it to the right side. That will get a run home. Gray goes to third. Arozarena scores, and Smith drives in a run to make it 7-6. And strike 3 called. Cousins caught looking. Rays leave a man at third. They pick up a run. It's 7-6 as we go to the 8th. The lifeblood of an organization, their minor league system, particularly if you're not a big market club. There's a low liner caught Marbrasso down there at first for the out. Key for the Rays, it begins and ends with pitching, and you protect your pitching as much as you can. Going to chop to the left side. It's going to be a tough play. Gray will not be able to make it. Alvarez is aboard.
Ever either signed or drafted.
The 0-2. Bird pops it into shallow left. Fox out there. Careful, boys. And that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 7-6 New York. Fans here, you know. Look at that.
I have a feeling if he has social media, that will be on his social media in a loop and pinned up there.
There's a hot shot line drive to second, caught, and Fox is out number 2.
Oh, and I think also mixing and matching lineups throughout the course of the year as Mastroboni draws the walk to put the tying run on base here. I think that
particulars, the whole picture of that deal, as much as you hated to lose a guy like Pham, what they got back. Into right field. Sander cutting across, can't get there. That's going to score 2. One man across. Here's Perez scoring. Arozarena winds up at third, and just like that, the Rays are right back. Well, Tristan Gray's the hitter with a man at third. The Rays have taken an 8-7 lead. And the first pitch is a strike, and the ball gets away on the way back, and alertly Arozarena comes across the plate to score, and now the Rays lead by 2. How about that?
throws from the catcher have been anything but routine back to the pitcher.
Down to first. That's handled unassisted by Burt to retire the side. Neil, thanks. A very prosperous visit on your part here. Appreciate it. Fly ball left field. Cousins is there to grab it. One away. Down to third with a roller. Rays throw to first, and the Rays win this one. A 3-up, 3-down, ninth inning for New York. Rays win it 9-7 on 8 hits. A man committed an error, and 5 men were left on base. 9-8-1-5 for the Rays. 7-12-2, 9 left